How Kanye West is exposing celebs for sacrifices? What did Kanye recently claim about celebrities? Let us figure out together. Hi everyone, you are on Celeb Life Channel. Kanye West has been on a roll in the past couple of weeks, and he has been spilling so much tea on celebrities that it's kind of hard to keep track of all the drama. But just when we thought he was done, he decided to blow us all away by exposing some celebs who have been involved in human sacrifices. Which celebs sacrificed their own son for fame and who had their father killed as a sacrifice? More importantly, why now Kanye speaks out after all these years of him knowing the truth, Michael Jordan? Michael Jordan's father, James, was killed back in 1993 in a car robbery. And while the event was tragic, Kanye West is now claiming that it wasn't so much a tragedy because James was actually sacrificed by Michael in exchange for fame. James was on his way one back from a day of golfing when he decided to pull over and take a nap because he was tired. But while he was asleep, two boys tried to rob him and steal his car. According to one of the culprits, they only planned to tie James up and not hurt him, but the other culprit pulled out a gun and shot James. The wild thing about this murder is that his body wasn't found for 10 days, and then it took another 10 days before it could be identified. Well, Kanye West is now claiming that this wasn't an accidental murder because Michael Jordan was in on it all along. While he didn't set his father up or physically pull the trigger, Kanye is claiming that Michael is responsible for the death. For those of you who don't understand the concept of Hollywood sacrifices, it basically means that celebrities offer up the lives of someone close to them, especially a close family member, in exchange for fame and fortune. These celebs are almost always linked to a cult or an occult group, like Illuminati. It's believed that the sacrifices are a must because that's the only way the cult that they are truly hungry for power. In the past, it was believed that only singers, rappers, and actors were involved with the Illuminati, but in recent times, there have been claims that sports people and even politicians are part if the Illuminated. Reacting to Kanye's claims about the James Jordan sacrifice, people left comments like, Kanye admitting his mom was sacrificed for his career, and I even said Michael Jordan's dad was along with all celebrities, all politicians who sacrificed those closest to them for fame, fortune. The truth. Community that speaks on sacrifices being vindicated. Also, people said, Michael Jordan is a piece of shit. He is a rag for a white man. He sacrifices his own father for fame and riches. And been hearing this for years. Now, someone actually comes out and they're saying it exists. He ain't losing nothing, he's sane. According to Kanye, Michael Jordan isn't the only one who sacrificed a loved one for fame, allegedly did the same thing. According to Kanye, Bill didn't sacrifice his father like Michael Jordan because he chooses to sacrifice his son instead. Bill Cosby has had one of the biggest downfalls that we've ever seen in Hollywood because of the essay allegations that have been levied against him, as well as his imprisonment for the same crime, but we can't deny that prior to this, he had a super successful run as a comedian and an actor, and he was able to build a net worth of $400 million. Well, Kanye is claiming that he owes all of this to the sacrifice of his son. So we're going to talk about the details of the murder. An interesting thing that these deaths have in common is that they were all murdered and none of them died under natural circumstances. Suspicious, isn't it? Anyway, Bill's son Ennis was killed in 1997 in what was first believed to be a robbery. He had pulled over by the side of the highway to fix a flat tire when he had gotten a shot by a man who attempted to rob his girlfriend a few minutes before in her own car. With the details of the murder didn't really add up because Ennis still had on his expensive Rolex wristwatch as well as 60 cash in his pocket. Both items were easily available. So if it was really a robbery, then it only makes sense that the robber actually steals something, right? Well, Kanye's revelation has caused people to start questioning the murder all over again and saying things like, remember when Bill Cosby's son was murdered along the freeway several years ago? He was a firstborn son that Cosby had to sacrifice. Murder was no accident. Their blood. Sacrifice videos be entertaining. Like, who knew Bill Cosby had a son? And Kanye West is 100 truthful. If most people knew what was really going on around them both, in the physical world and the spiritual world, they would absolutely freak out. Dr. Dre. Another celeb on Kanye's list is Dr. Dre. According to Kanye, he's also sacrificed his son. His son Andre passed away back in 2008 from an accidental drug overdose when he was only 20 years old. He'd gone on a night out the day before, and he was found by his mother dead from a heroin and morphine intoxication. But again, Kanye's claiming that Andre was actually sacrificed for Dr. Dre's success. Someone commented, Dr. Dre used his son as a sacrifice to Satan. To gain all that he is a secret homosexual. Another person said, Kanye said his mom, Jay, dad, Dr. Dre's son, Bill Cosby's son, all got sacrificed by Hollywood. You win! And the really crazy thing that people think they can say, he needs to be institutionalized for speaking his truth. Why does he make everyone so uncomfortable? That's Kanye. Kanye didn't stop at Dr. Dre because he then went to name drop several other celebs, including Meek Mill, Diddy, Shake, LeBron James, Jay-Z, and Beyonce. He claimed that he hadn't killed anybody and that's why he couldn't be controlled by the powers that be. He did not exactly come out and claim that these celebs had killed people, but the meaning behind his words was clear. Kanye said, This truth is going to be heard, yeah? I can't send none of y'all Meek Mills, y'all puppies, y'all little bus. None of these names, none of these people that have to listen to y'all because they're dealing. They're legal. I never killed nobody, right? But that means I can say whatever I want and not go to jail. They can control Shake, they could control LeBron James, they can control Jay-Z and Beyonce, but they can't control me? Did he really just expose these celebs for being murderers? At this point, is there anybody in Hollywood who has not killed anyone? The crazy part about this is that there were already a lot of conspiracy theories surrounding these particular celebs and their involvement in human sacrifices, especially Diddy, LeBron, Jay-Z, and Beyonce. Beyonce especially has been accused multiple times before of being a witch, being the queen of the Illuminati and being involved in voodoo, as her husband Jay-Z has also faced the same accusations and speculations. So, Kanye coming out with these bold accusations about how they have all allegedly killed people has served as a resource of confirmation for people who already had their suspicions, especially since he used to be best friends with Jay-Z. Someone said, I believe it especially when Beyonce talks about using the Bible pages as a tampon. Evil controls both Jay-Z and Beyonce. She wouldn't be as big of a star if Aaliyah was still with us. But she was sacrificed. God bless you, ye for confirming the evil within these people. You? Yeah, stay safe. This other person commented, Kanye knows so much about everyone in the industry that they have no choice but to make him look crazy, so no one will believe him when he exposes everyone. And another person said, I've been one of the greatest fans of Beyonce, but I'm no longer her fan, Kaz. Many a times I sensed a glimpse of satanic vibes within her. People believe that the reason Kanye is just now speaking up is that he feels like he has nothing to lose. He has been blacklisted by pretty much all of Hollywood. He lost his business partnerships and also lost his billionaire status, so he is going down and planning to take as many people down with him as possible. But is he going to succeed, or is he going to be taken out like so many others before him? Only time will tell. That's all for today. We can only make guesses what Kanye's statements will lead to. Don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date to news. There will a lot of interesting here.